What's going on, crew? Part-time pirate here, and today I'm taking you on a full walking tour of an area of Ocean Boulevard known as the Strip. Now, I'm going to be running this from 15th Avenue North, just south of 8th Avenue North. That's where a lot of the big attractions and shops and stuff are on Ocean Boulevard, and I'm going to be taking you all the way up and down both sides. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Our tour is going to start off at the corner of Ocean Boulevard and 15th Avenue North at a small amusement park known as the Funplex. Now, this place does have some parking there, pretty good parking, and a bar and grill known as Off the Coast. I say a small amusement park because it does have some thrill rides like this drop tower and a roller coaster. The interesting thing about their roller coaster is these carts here strap to the inside and then loop around as the roller coaster is running. And the carts here to the back spin around kind of like a teacup style ride. There's also this ride here. As you can see, it straps people to the side and then it goes around and around. And I believe there are two different sides that can run simultaneously. And then there are kiddie rides, kind of like this Hang 10 right here, which is more like your teacup style ride, just beach themed. So leaving the corner right here at the Funplex, we are going to head down south toward 8th Avenue North. And I do want to point out that a lot of these businesses are going to be closed because I came down here at 9 o'clock in the morning just to kind of beat some of the crowds. So that way you can see everything without having a lot of obstruction from a lot of people running around on Ocean Boulevard. The next business we're going to run into here is the Olympic Flame Pancake House and Restaurant. They are usually open year-round, I believe, but they are open for breakfast and lunch. Up next, we have the AM/PM Mini Mart, which is attached to the first beach shop that you're going to see on this tour, Beach Bums. Now, Beach Bums did just add a brand new climbing wall to the inside for kids to climb while you're in there shopping. Beach Bums also houses our first henna tattoo shop and hair wrap shop on this tour. Now, you're going to see a lot of those, and for those that don't know what henna tattoos are, they're basically just temporary tattoos. Leaving Beach Bums, we're going to head to a little spot known as the Beach House Bar and Grill. Now, this place has some great oceanfront dining, leases right across the street. You can see there they have lots of outdoor seating and they have an extensive drink menu, and you can find the legendary fish bowls here at Beach House Bar and Grill. I have had one, and let me tell you, they definitely hit the spot. You can see there they have a full menu and an extensive menu of food items as well as drinks. It's definitely a great place to stop by to catch all the action going on Ocean Boulevard. Also at Beach House Bar and Grill, you can rent like scooters and golf carts. There are a lot of those places here. You can ride golf carts legally on the street here in Myrtle Beach, so you can rent those while you are here. Next up is one of the first things you will see on Ocean Boulevard. If you look up, it is the towering pillars for the Slingshot Thrill Ride. So we are now at Free Fall Thrill Park where the Slingshot is. This here is the ticket booth where you can buy your tickets to ride some of their thrill rides. They do have a couple of them here. You can see they also have an ice cream and snack shop. But let's get to this main attraction here at Free Fall Thrill Park, which is the Slingshot. You can see there those pillars go all the way up and will shoot you all the way to the top of those things, even past it, honestly. You can see here, grab a piece of the sky. Take a friend, experience 5 Gs at takeoff, soar above 300 feet, and reach speeds over 120 miles an hour. Back behind the Slingshot is the Airstrike. As you can see, there are the the ride seats for that. They do have some at the top as that ride spins around and around and takes you way up there in the air. And then there's a video booth. I don't know if all rides have them, but I know you can buy videos of your slingshot ride. This here is the Sundance. This ride goes around and round and spins you at the same time. And then there is the Skyfall, which is their massive drop tower. You guys have to leave a comment and let me know if you've ridden any of these rides. All of them are a big no for me. But let's continue this tour, head back out onto Ocean Boulevard. Here you can see one of these standalone henna shops and hair wrap shops. This one has, you can see a little bit more of what the kind of work they do. Like I said, they're all just temporary tattoos. I know a lot of people get them when they're down here at the beach. You see the pink flash there on the walls to pick out your design. And then they've got some examples of their hair wraps also. Next up is going to be the Tsunami Surf and Resort Wear Beach Shop. This is a more well-known surf shop. They carry a lot of name brand stuff like Reef, O'Neill, Fox. Leaving from Tsunami, we have another beach shop here known as Shopacana Resort Wear. You can see there another henna and hair wrap shop. And now we are to Mr. Rolls, which has the roll it up ice cream that got pretty popular a few years ago. You can also see there they do the fruit roll up ice cream, which is kind of big on TikTok right now. There's the milkshakes, the pineapple drinks, and Dragon's Breath, which is either cheese balls or cereal balls that have been dipped in liquid nitrogen. And there you see the ice cream rolls that have mix-in and toppings with it. They basically have an anti-griddle that they put the ice cream on to get it to roll up like that. It's definitely a different experience. I did want to point out there are public restrooms down here for you to use if you happen to need to go while you are down here on Ocean Boulevard. And next is Grasshopper, which is kind of like a beach shop, but they also have a lot of rock and roll merch and novelty type stuff. So it's a little bit different. You can see there they've got like some David Bowie t-shirts. They also have some horror themed t-shirts. So it is a little bit unique and different than just your regular beach shop. Then we have another beach shop here. And next we have one of two New York pizza kitchens that are on Ocean Boulevard. There is one on each side of the street. Nice little place to come and grab you yourself a piece of pizza, or they do have some other food items there as well. Then there was Karma, which used to be a teen and nightclub that is no longer there anymore. Another henna shop. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of those down here. And then right here on the corner, we have another beach shop known as the Lazy Parrot. Just to let you kind of know where we are on the corner of Ocean Boulevard and Mr. Joe White Avenue, or also known as 10th Avenue. It is right directly in front of Pyler Park. As you can see, the iconic mermaid and dolphin statue right there in Pyler Park. Crossing the street, we have another shop, Wacky Tees. I believe they are kind of like the Grasshopper shop. We have our first airbrush shop on Ocean Boulevard, and then we have Nightmare Haunted House, which is also known as Zombie Zone right now. It is a zombie themed haunt. I highly recommend going here. It is a smaller haunt, but they definitely have a lot of good jump scares. The theming is very, very good in here. If you like haunts or horror themed things, I definitely recommend checking out Nightmare Haunted House. leaving Nightmare Haunted House, right here on this corner, we have I Heart Sugar. This is one of the large candy stores that you'll see all over Myrtle Beach, but this is the first one on Ocean Boulevard. It's just a massive store full of candy and ice cream. You can go in there and get an empty bag and buy candy by the bulk, by the pound. You can see back there, there is the jelly bean wall, Jelly Belly jelly bean wall. Yeah, it is just a huge store full of nothing but candy. Now we're coming up on the Ripley's entertainment section. As you can see, Mr. Rex right there. This used to be the 4D theater, but is currently under construction to become the Illusion Lab. There's also the Haunted Adventure there, and they're adding a mini golf course. You can see the iconic Gay Dolphin Gift Cove sign there, which is right across the street, and we'll get to that later on in the tour. Cruising along through Ripley's, that right there is where the Haunted Adventure is. They're currently redoing the outside. The mini golf will be there, and then here is the Ripley's Mirror Maze. We have another surf shop, Surf's Up. Has a lot of, the touristy stuff just like the rest of them. And another henna shop. Then we have Mr. Fry's. Nice little place to grab a bite to eat as well. They also have Mr. Churro, the big decorated churros in there. You can get cheesesteaks there, different baskets, burgers. Like I said, most of your festival or fair food, just right there, right on the beach. Next up is a shop that has the wax hands. I know you guys have probably seen that, but if you haven't, it's just different colored pots of wax you put your hand in to make different designs. This place also sells gibbets for Crocs, and they have thousands of those things in there. They also do the Dragon's Breath cereal or cheese balls, as you can see them right there, an actual piece of the product. There is the Blue Smoke Vape Shop. There are a few smoke shops down here on Ocean Boulevard as well. And we have our first Welcome Center. Now, if you are new to Myrtle Beach and you don't know what the Welcome Centers are, there is someone inside that is offering you discounted tickets or cash to come out and see their timeshares, where you go and take a tour of the timeshare. They try to sell you on a timeshare. Now, if they offer $100 cash, I probably wouldn't do it. But if you have a family of 4 or 5 and they offer Pirates Voyage tickets, I might take them up on that. For just a few hours of your time, you're saving $250 to $300 on tickets right there. Here we have the King's Beachwear Surf Shop. Another airbrush studio. Another henna and hair wrap studio. And another Welcome Center, just like the one I had mentioned before. Now this whole little section again is just full of the henna shops, hair wrap shops, the surf shops. They're just kind of one right after the other right here until we get to the next Ripley's attraction. Now, we have our first arcade of Ocean Boulevard tour, which is the Ripley's Super Fun Zone. It's a smaller arcade, but they still got some pretty good games in there. And then there is the famous Ripley's, believe it or not, Odditorium, or the Ripley's Museum as most people know it, as they have dubbed themselves the weirdest place in Myrtle Beach. So standing right here at Ripley's, we are on the corner of Ocean Boulevard and 9th Avenue North, and we are at Pavilion Place or Pavilion Park. They have a lot of events here over the year, like the Carolina Country Music Festival. You can also see the zip line and rope course down there at the end of Pavilion Park. But yeah, like I said, Pavilion Park here, they do have a lot of events. You can see there the beach volleyball right across the street. We'll get to that a little more when we get over to that side of the street. But like I was saying, Pavilion Park, they hold the Carolina Country Music Festival there. They're holding Smoke on the Beach Barbecue Festival there. And most recently, they just finished up the World's Strongest Man competition there for 2023. On the other side of the park, we're at the corner of Ocean Boulevard and 8th Avenue North, as we are going to finish this side of the tour just on the other side of that. But here you can see another bargain beachwear, a more standalone than just right there in the strip. Now, I did want to mention this nothing over $5.99 sign. You're going to see them everywhere in Myrtle Beach. But notice it says special section. So it's not the entire store. It's just one section in there of stuff that is nothing over $5.99. I know a lot of people get confused about that and see it and think the entire store is like that. Up next, we have Shawarma's King Mediterranean Grill. I don't know a lot about this type of food, but I know that it looks delicious, as they do have beef and chicken shawarma. Here is a rental store that, like I said, you can rent scooters, golf carts, motorbikes. And then we have the Baywatch Bar and Grill. We're going to head a little further. Here is another nice parking spot. We're really close to everything. Down there on the end, you'll see it is, I believe it's known as China Bazaar. It's just another shop, but they sell like knives and things. And then there's this building that is still under construction, and I still don't know what is going there. So if anybody has any clue, please leave it in the comments and let's get a discussion started about that. I would really love to know what's going there. Now we're going to head across to our very first stop on the other side, Art Burger and Sushi. Pretty self-explanatory. It is a bar that serves burgers and sushi. Up next, you have Sweet Frog Frozen Yogurt, the Sugar Twist Candy and Ice Cream Shop. Sweet Frog is one of those like frozen yogurt places where you can like build your own and like mix flavors and things. And then Sugar Twist is going to be like just one of those other larger candy stores, except this one does have different drink selections, and they offer Mayfield ice cream. Then we have La Cantina, Tex-Mex restaurant. I love most of the Mexican restaurants in Myrtle Beach. I feel like all of them are pretty well themed, and I love the bright, vibrant colors that they all have at the decor in their restaurants. Up next, after this section, we have the 8th Avenue Tiki Bar and Grill, which is an oceanfront bar and restaurant. Which, if you want to see the other side of it, the oceanfront side of it, make sure to check out my boardwalk walking tour. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Also, I want to point out that La Cantina also is an oceanfront restaurant. Like I said, the theming to this place, though, it is immaculate on the outside and inside. This is also a very well themed bar and grill. Up next, we have another parking lot right here, an oceanfront parking lot right beside 8th Avenue. We'll take a minute, check out that beautiful Atlantic Ocean before we continue on our little walking tour. Now, most of this is open space, just like Pavilion Park on the other side that they use for events. But here are the beach volleyball courts, which I have played on. It's awesome just to come down here and have a good fun day right out there in front of the ocean. I will say though, using a beach volleyball court is a lot different and a lot more difficult to me than getting to like play volleyball in a gymnasium. Now we're back on the corner of 9th Avenue North and Ocean Boulevard, as there is a little strip that heads down to the ocean with some really iconic places in Myrtle Beach, such as the Bowery, Duffy's Bar. There's a boardwalk gift shop in the iconic Peaches Corner. Now, Peach's Corner has been in Myrtle Beach and a Myrtle Beach staple for a very, very long time. You can see there they had a walk-up window. They also have some indoor seating as well, like the bar area. That's where we normally sit when we go to Peach's Corner to grab a burger. Their shrimp basket is actually pretty good. And they also have some booths on the other side that's more of like a diner-style seating. Even if just to say that you've been there, knock off Peach's Corner from your bucket list. You have to come here at least once when you travel to Myrtle Beach. Moving on from Peach's, we have our second arcade of the boardwalk, which is known as the Fun Plaza. Now, the Fun Plaza is a very large arcade. It is also an oceanfront arcade. It is not my favorite, but it is definitely a good one. They do have some good prizes in there, and they have a big variety of games. And it is also a U-shaped arcade, as you're going to see it on the other side of this next business, which is the old-timey photos. Now, if you don't know what the old-timey photos are, you can get dressed up in Western wear, and they can put you like on a wanted poster or just to have like that old-timey photo. They're pretty fun. Like I said, they have lots of different costumes for you to try on. And they also have a bunch of different scenes set up for you in there to be able to take a fun photo. And this one does sell kettle corn and has drinks there as well. You're going to find there are a lot of places that do carry snacks out here on Ocean Boulevard. Right now they're running a buy two popcorns, get one free. So, like I said, the Fun Plaza is U-shaped as the old-timey photo sits in the middle. So there is even more games here on this side. I'm going to go around the corner here. I do not know the name of this business, so if anybody does, please leave it in the comments. But it is another snack shop. They have the pineapple drinks, ice cream. They also serve boba, horchata, and frappes. So please, I really don't want to leave anybody out. So if you happen to know the name of this business, please leave it in the comments. Up next, we have another surf shop there, the Boardwalk Paradise General Store. You can't really see it because it was a very bright day, but it is also oceanfront, as you can see straight down to the ocean through that way. Here are some vending machines if you just want a simple drink and to not have to go into a shop. And this restaurant here is known as Burger Paradise, but they also serve a lot of other diner food. They serve gyros, cheese steaks, basically most of the same food that all the other places serve down here on Ocean Boulevard. It's like I said, your typical festival or fair food that you can grab and just head out and have a nice day on the beach. But this one is definitely more of a diner theme. As you can see, the black and white checkerboard here, right on the other side. Nice little welcome to Myrtle Beach sign there. Here is the world's smallest visitor center, and as you can see here, I've slowed it down. They offer the dinner coupons and discount tickets for you to come out and see their timeshares. Up next is Generation X, which I believe is kind of like the grasshopper shop / smoke shop, I believe. Another one of the 1,000 henna and hair wrap shops. And then I'm still a little confused about this shop because it does say Easy Eats Cafe, which I know is a little restaurant, but I think this is also attached to it. You can see their like huge menu there, but I think this is more of the area where you get like the ice creams and stuff for the Easy Eats Cafe. But they do offer free doggy treats, so if you have your pet down there, you can stop by and grab one. And now on to my favorite arcade on Ocean Boulevard, which is the Boardwalk Arcade, or the Gay Dolphin Boardwalk Arcade. It is air conditioned, so it's nice to be in the summertime. It's themed very well, has lots of cool colors and lights in there. But they do have a good variety of games, and I really enjoy this arcade a lot. It is my go-to if I'm going to an arcade on Ocean Boulevard. We have another airbrush shop here. And the second New York Pizza Kitchen. I told you earlier that there was one on either side of Ocean Boulevard. So you can see you can get pizza by the slice. You can also get some other different types of food there, but you can see they do have a good bit of seating inside. Yet again, another henna shop. And the largest gift shop in South Carolina, the world famous Gay Dolphin Gift Cove. You see there the glass tower. You used to be able to go up that thing all the way to an observation deck on top, but now you can only go up to the 3rd floor. But it is one of the most unique gift shops you will ever see. As you can see there is a life-size raptor that you can purchase. Literally everything in that store, I believe, is open to purchase. Right beside the Gay Dolphin, we have Mad Myrtle's Ice Creamery. Nice little ice cream shop. They offer Freak Shakes, which is one of those milkshakes that has like cake pieces and all kind of stuff covering the top of it. You can also get some other like fair food there as well. But it is a nice little 50s themed ice cream shop. And next to Mad Myrtle's, we have the Hi-Fi Coffee Shop, which you can see you can get breakfast there, numerous different coffees. They were open because, like I said, I came down here early in the morning, so they had already had a few customers in there for the day. Up next, we have the Deadhead Shop, which is another like surf shop / rock and roll shop. I will say though, a unique thing to this one is they do carry a lot of jewelry. But you can see they have the normal, typical surf shop things inside. We have another henna hair wrap studio, another airbrush shop, and then we have another snack bar right here on the corner. Now there are a few other places right here around the side, like the Good Vibes shop, which is more of a reggae / Bob Marley themed kind of gift shop. Then there is another surf shop down there and Mo Moons. If you want to see Mo Moons, make sure to check out my boardwalk walking tour, link in the description. We're going to head over here. We are back at Pyler Park. As you can see, the mermaid and dolphin statue there again, and a stage that they have set up for bands to play. They do have a series called Hot Summer Nights in the summertime where you can come down here and watch free concerts. Up next is probably the most well-known attraction down here on Ocean Boulevard, the Myrtle Beach Skywheel and the Land Shark Bar and Grill. Leaving Land Shark and the Myrtle Beach Skywheel, we have the Skywheel parking area right here, as you get another great view of the Atlantic Ocean from this parking lot. And we're going to head to the first hotel of Ocean Boulevard, which is right across the street from Freefall Thrill Park. It is known as Holiday Inn at the Pavilion. I've stayed here a couple times, as when I used to vacation in Myrtle Beach before I moved here. I think it's a pretty good little oceanfront hotel. It's definitely good for couples. They do have a few kid-friendly things there, but it is definitely a good hotel for adults, and it is right here in the action on Ocean Boulevard. Up next, we have Riptide's Oceanfront Bar and Grill, but I'll show you a little bit better view of that as we turn the corner. You can see there they got a full menu out front, as most restaurants do here. But you can see Riptide's is a multi-level restaurant and bar. They have multiple bars inside. You can see the oceanfront rooftop bar up there. But they also have their own beach. So let's head over here and give that a look. Like I said, they have their own beach where they do cornhole tournaments. As you can see, the sign right over here on the stage, which this stage has live music and bands pretty much all through the summer nightly. You can see Pier 14 over there. But if you want to see the inside and my opinion on the food at Riptides, make sure to check out my Riptides video, linked also in the description. Up next is the next hotel, as known as the Yachtsman. And we're going to walk here just a little bit, as there is multiple towers for the Yachtsman, but you can see here is a public beach access, and you can get to Pier 14 from this beach access. There's one more thing I want to show you before we end this tour, and that is an area known as the Boulevard. It is a entertainment complex that holds multiple places like Tin Roof, Bandito's Cantina, BurgerFi, Starbucks, the Seaside General Store, and it used to hold the Epic Arcade, but it is no longer there, sadly. As you can see, it is a multi-level complex, and also it is oceanfront, as you will see here in just a little bit. This area used to be Epic Arcade. As you can see that they had an arcade downstairs, and upstairs you could go up to their restaurant and bar, but sadly, like I said, it is no longer here. Let's head up to the second level and check out Bandito's Cantina. You can see here they have some awesome artwork on the walls, but they have a lot of good artwork all through this area here. Like I said, that used to be the Epic Arcade's like bar and grill area. And then you can see the nice oceanfront view of Bandito's. You see Pier 14 right over there. If you're interested in seeing some of Bandito's food, I do have a YouTube short also on Bandito's. Let's head up to the third floor and check out Tin Roof, which is known as a live music joint. There's some more of that great artwork on the walls. Now, I have personally never been in Tin Roof. I would love to go one day, but you can't really see in that well. You can see there that they do have the rooftop, like oceanfront patio area. You can't really see the rest of the restaurant or bar. Now, heading back, you do get a very good look, an overtop look of the Funplex, which is where we started at on this tour. And that is pretty much going to do it for our tour today of Ocean Boulevard and the area known as the Strip, as we are back on the corner of Ocean Boulevard and 15th Avenue North. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed the ride. Alright, that is going to do it for my full walking tour of the Ocean Boulevard section known as the Strip. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a lot of information about the area. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this video. It greatly helps out the channel. And leave a comment. What is your favorite part of this area of downtown Myrtle Beach? Make sure you subscribe today and become a crew member of the Part-Time Pirate so you don't miss anything else going on here in Myrtle Beach. And as always, hold on to your booty, pirates.